Hi, Marga. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Thank you so much for accepting being my guest in this new podcast episode, The Life of a Social Media Manager. Before to jump in and discover your life story and how did you start it with, I know that you started working as a social media manager and now you moved to a strategy position. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, I'm Marga. I'm from Menorca, a little pretty island in Spain.
Mm-hmm.
I crossed the 30s line. I'm super happy with that. No drama. But I'm a foodie. I also a writer in my free time. I'm a restless person.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be in touch with all the things, all the trends, all the news, a lot of things in the same time. Be bored is not a part of my vocabulary, and that's a little bit about me.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think this is specific to everyone who is working in social media, learning and knowing all the trends and always be connected with that what happens in social.
I think that it's mandatory for this position.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So you started working as a social media manager, and now you are head of content and strategy at Colvin. I think that your days now look pretty different that your days in the past, even though if you still are connected and to learn the trends and get to know everything on social. Can you briefly describe how your days look like?
My day is every different day, and really I love it, because in the startup the mood is every day is different, and I love it. Right now is sure right now I'm leading the brand and content area at Colvin. Now I'm reshaping, for example, a project that I have now as reshaping the different strategical parts of the brand and some important categories. For me, it's important these points to put the users in the center, in the center of the formula for the brand. I have a lot of calls in my day by day, but I'm trying to reduce it and put more focus on the strategical projects. Now I'm working with key stakeholders, especially with campaigns or projects with more impact with OKRs. Now we work in organize the different projects in OKR's mindset. But for example, my team works day by day with content platforms. Spoiler, and I talk about that later. But for me, social media networks are dead. But then we can comment. But my team, for example, listen the audience, create a plan, and analyze the results, and iterate to be more focused on the users and their needs. For me, in social media, it's very important to have the users in the center of the formula.
Yeah, and always tailor the messages to these users, your target audience.
Exactly.
How did your passion for social media start?
The truth is that it was quite by chance, but because I studied journalism, so I'm specialized in writing and copywriting. As I am a restless person, I tried many sectors: creativity, advertising, brand and marketing, until I come to social media. There I saw that it gives you the opportunity to connect better than any other platform or channel with users. And that it allows to be more creative, make copies that engage, create a link with the brand, and so on. Social media networks are important to TOFU, the top of channel, but also for attention and brand awareness. And for me, they have it all. And that's amazing. You can test different things, you can test different type of content and be super close to the users. That's the key of the brand.
True that. And I think because you started and working in copywriting and I think this is mandatory for every social media manager, because it's important to know, once you have the strategy and you establish your content calendar, it's important to know how to write the right message, the perfect message for your target audience. To use the right tone of voice, to use the right keywords, which means sometimes hashtags, to be creative with the messages and the campaign concept. So not everyone start with copywriting, which I think that it's a minus. It's important to have this and then develop and go forward to working in social and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so so we know that when it comes to skills, we know that copywriting is important. So what other things social media managers should develop to have this job role?
Well, as a list to take notes now, for example, creativity is very important because social media network is always changing. Analytical mind and ability to create hypotheses to iterate content. Not being afraid of changes. More creativity with that. Also be comfortable thinking out of the box, because for differentiation to competitors, it's very important, this point. Also the ability to don't ask for permission to do things more fast, act quickly. As I said, social media is always changing, news, trends, new platforms, changing the algorithm, the different things. And another important point that not too many people put attention is order. A lot of order in your day-by-day and priorization. You need that, because maybe your day can be too much crazy if you don't put order and prioritize your task, your team, your platforms, your type of content, your filming days, the different points that you need to put a lot of priorization to get the result that you want in these platforms.
Because maybe sometimes if you have everything on your plate in one day or 1 week and don't know what is important, maybe I don't know, it's the easy way to go to burnout. So being organized is important. I know that speaking with other social media managers, they told me that when it comes to recording video recordings, they batch the video content for 1 month and record everything in 1 day, and that's 1 single day when they are doing this, and then the raw materials go to video creator and so on. So it's important to be organized, and as you said, it's important to be to be a creative, to have a creative mind. Actually, yesterday I read an article from the social media manager from Duolingo, who said that for her it was important to act quickly and not getting the permission, because if she had to wait the permissions, they didn't.
It's too late.
It's too late. They didn't. Maybe they don't. They didn't get the results they have right now on social media. So I know that, for example, Ryanair, which is I think one of the most active airlines companies here in Europe on social media. So their head of social media have the same approach: be quickly, have the right team to act as quickly as possible.
You need a team with the best attitude, to be very fast on the execution and the thinking and find different inspiration. No, for example, in TikTok, it's mandatory to be this mindset.
Yeah. It's difficult. Now I'm speaking as a manager, and it's difficult to give this freedom to your team and to be on that platform and make them all the magic happen. But I think once you hire that person and have, as you said, the right TikTok mind, you have to give them all the credits, because as a manager, those who are in head of social media and the manager team, you don't spend enough time on that specific platform. So make sure you hire the right person and give them the freedom they need to create the right content for the platforms.
Yeah, absolutely. The social media team needs to live in social media platforms, so it's mandatory. It's not. I can imagine another scenario with the social media team.
Yeah. True. What are the key elements for creating a great social media strategy today?
I think that you need more or less 9 steps, no, to put in a list also. First, you need measurable goals to align to the business objectives. No, the social media platforms was part of the company. Then another important point is, who is your audience and why is this channel brings to their day? No, in fact, you need to know your target as your best friend, for example, all the things that your target loves and the behaviors. Also, important step is this is not just about you and your audience. No, it's also about your competitors. So you are not alone in the world. Correct analysis to understand how you can differentiate to the competitors, and make different content to competitors is important. No, for that you need a social media audit in your channels and the competitor channels, and then the creative part, investigate and find inspiration. No, with this investigation, you set up your accounts and improve some parts of your profiles. It's important to create a roadmap with your key content pillars to create a social media calendar, because you need order and priorization. And finally, an important point to link the first step is track performance and make iterations in this content and these different tests that you are doing in the social media platforms.
Yeah, because in this way you look at what results you have once you establish the strategy. You look at the results and keep what's working best and iterate on what's not working. You said in the beginning something about the social media. So how would you describe social media today?
Well, the spoiler is it's here. No, now I consider that social media has died. But it's shocking, but yeah, it's real, because the social media networks that were born to connect people and now have become entertainment and content channels. It's not the same at the beginning, but the potential is even better than ever for the brands, because you don't need they are no longer just a showcase for brand products. No, now force companies to create content that is interesting for users. Putting them more at the center than ever. No, it's super, super important. Can you blame the algorithm for that? For me, no, because we really are changing what and how we search for in the platforms. And for example, now TikTok and Gen Z are the great example. Google,
slightly
yeah.
not so interesting for the
Yeah.
Gen Z. Yeah.
Yeah. The paradigm is shifting, no? The
Mm-hmm.
paradigm is shifting, and that's open a new windows for
Yeah.
creativity and branded content, and very interesting. Here, we need to stop looking at the past, no? We need to stop looking at the past results that we achieved in order to see the future, no? How to position ourselves in this new view of the platforms, because social media has died, and now we have entertainment platforms, and
Yeah.
Netflix made the social dilemma the documentary, so
Yeah.
put the themes, no, in the changes that it's happened now in the social media world, because
Mm-hmm.
it's more important the users than ever.
Mm-hmm. You touched a few interesting points here. For example, that now, as you said, TikTok is becoming a searching tool, and Instagram too, because they change it, or the algorithm in this direction too. So, for example, when you are visiting a new city in Spain, for example, and want to go to a specific restaurant, just type on Instagram restaurants, and you'll see on a map the restaurants near you, and with some photos from real photos from people who were there. So it's interesting to see this shift from entertaining, searching, a utility tool, and then more and less than connecting with your friends. And the first hypothesis, when the Facebook was launched. So I think there is still this need of connecting with your friends, but it's not covered by the social media platforms right now. I think it's covered more in groups, WhatsApp, Discord, Telegram. Yeah, that's right. So now all the connecting with friends thing move to small groups, and social media, it's a place where brands and people are coming to get some information, entertainment, and stuff like that. Yeah. So in this universe, I think brands have the playground is huge for brands, because now if people are coming to this platform to get some information or to be entertained. So you as a brand, what people are looking on their on these platforms, and how to create content for your target audience. If you have to choose between organic and paid, what's your take? For example, I know that there are some questions regarding TikTok, because now on TikTok you don't have to have you don't need to have a profile. You can start with ads, create TikToks, not ads, but actually create ads, and you don't need to, I don't know, create everyday content every day. So what do you say here?
So I need to position myself in this because based on my experience and the trends, the line, as you said, the line is disappearing more and more and more in terms, for example, of visual and verbal language. Pay strategy is another point with segments, target, and so on. But for example, in Instagram, we can still see a little differentiation with the visual ads versus organic. But as you said, in TikTok, we see that the classic advertising doesn't work, and the paid strategy must fit and live on organic language. Why? Because people want more natural content, more real content, and it doesn't matter if it's paid or organic. no?
Yeah.
For people that it's not important. For me, it's tricky organic. It's more tricky organic content because anything can ensure that you have the reach that you want to have in the different platforms, no? And you need innovating formats, how to communicate, and hypotheses to iterate it, and different points that paid maybe doesn't need to iterate in the same way, no? Organic can have a paid budget to expand the content, no? But with organic view, I don't think that you need a sales goal in social media, because social media now is entertainment platforms, and you need goals linked to brand awareness and well, reach, maybe engage, or that you define in the first step of your strategy, no? But organic versus paid, it's difficult to decide, but I think that paid needs to adapt the visual and the language and the verbal identity to organic point of view, because in TikTok, classic advertising, it's not useful for the user and swipe the next content.
It doesn't work. Actually, even on TikTok, some TikToks doesn't work unless they are less edited and raw, as raw as you can to create a TikTok. So
and you don't need the perfect house and the perfect setup. You need the real content and interesting for the audience.
Yeah, it's difficult to translate this real into ads. I don't know. I'm thinking now of the experience that I have with LinkedIn, because I'm starting to get more and more ads in my LinkedIn feed, because more and more people are staying in this platform, and now I'm seeing more and more ads. So they are so I don't know, not real. Actually, it's maybe those who are working in PPC or these people have to change, and I don't know, maybe be creative and understand why people are coming to social media to get information and to get entertained. So having this in mind, you have to create the right collaterals for your ads, which are more real and give them information or maybe entertain them. And I'm not seeing this when I'm seeing ads specifically on LinkedIn. So another point here, when it's come to organic versus paid, I think that it's important. You can use paid to amplify the organic messages. For example, if you have a post that is already amplified by comments, shares, and stuff like that, you can use paid to amplify that message. And other than that, as I said, make sure you create.
I think that for example, I'm sorry. I think that for example, no, in big teams, in big companies, a lot of time paid and organic teams don't talk. Don't talk and don't share the
knowledge.
Insights. The knowledge, the insights, the things that have good results. Not and maybe the first step is put the organic and the paid teams in the same room and talk about this, no? And for me, maybe it's the first step, because in a lot of companies the teams are working too much separate, and we need to work more together to get better results in this new social media world and changes in the platforms.
And I know that there are some agencies that are they know how to do ads, but they are not they don't have the people who can do the organic for you. So let's say you are doing the organic in-house and ads you are doing with an external team. So doesn't work like this. You have to have, as you said, an integrated team that is working. People are working together to create a unified image message across organic and paid.
Yeah.
How brands can create social media engagement these days? Okay, so we have it has to be entertainment. It has to be informative. The messages. Are there anything else you'd like to add here?
For me, the bases are authenticity, more human, more natural, less perfect content. No, another point that a lot of companies don't pay attention is transparency and credibility. Without that, you are a long way for creating the right relationship with your audience. And for me, good content, no, it's a typical answer, but it's important, and too many times don't pay attention, not the real meaning. For me, that's mean have clear values for your brand, how that values can be converted to content pillars, to formats and communications to impact your users. No, then users are always the key for a good and engaging content. No, no magical formulas or gurus here. No, listen your audience, give them the content that they need, and that will keep your brand in their head, in the top of mind. No, that's all. It's not easy. It's the funny part. Investigate, test, iterate, learn. Never be boring in social media. No, we need to put these ingredients in your recipe. No, a magical formula. I want it, but I don't have it. No, and I don't think anyone have the magical formula for the engaging. But for me, listen your audience and put the users in the center. It's the key. It's the first step to get engaging platforms. No, and engaging in the social media networks.
True that. So we for the final part of this podcast, I have a fire up session, and you have to choose just one word. Okay.
I can explain anything in this part.
No, just one word.
Okay.
So TikTok or Reels?
TikTok.
Okay. Likes or comments?
Likes.
Okay. Creative or analytical?
I can decide. Analytical.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting because I know that you point out how important it is to have a creative mind. So, but also you have to iterate, as you said.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Marga, for sharing your life story and thoughts about social media. I know that some people in this job role are still learning. Maybe they have some, I don't know, frustration regarding the day-to-day task. They don't get the engagement they want, or maybe the engagement that team leader or managers want. So it's important to open up to discuss about these struggles because everyone are dealing with them. So every social media managers have these phases in this job role. So my closing questions for you are: who should be my next guest on this podcast?
Tricky question. You have had a very good guest on this podcast, but maybe Carlos Fernandez at Iberdrola.
Okay.
He's a reference for me and a very, very, very funny person. He changed the Twitter account of Spain National Police with a disruptive tone of voice. Likewise, he leads now Iberdrola's social network. it is a corporation that breaks with the classical image to become one of the best TikTok channels in Spain. So
Okay.
it's an interesting profile, and I recommend you.
Thank you so much. I didn't know about this person, and I hoped he wants to be here.
Super interesting, yeah.
Where people can find you?
Well, easy. People can find me in LinkedIn as Marga Camps, and also I start my professional newsletter. Fuck the algoritmo.substack.com. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Shocking, but it's the thing that we can do. There I'm comment and analyze topics about social media, branding, content, and so on. And see you there.
Thank you so much. You have courage to have this this newsletter. So congrats for this.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, Marga.
Thank you again for the invitation and for this good time together, and get in touch in the future.
Yes. Thank you.